My fellow Amazonians, this is Dr. Joe Ayawa. Good morning to everyone. Let me congratulate our forces for brilliant actions from FACOD right up to Ndo. Can assure our people that we will increase this assault as we try as much as possible to double the amount of assault weapons in the hands of our forces. As I said on Saturday, we must move from dynamic to static control, take over territory, protect our civilian population, our community schools, and our institutions. That's the way to take ownership. And if independence must mean independence, we must wrestle control from Cameroon and eliminate their last areas of control within certain states. We must do that as quick as possible. Yesterday, I was also made to be aware that scavengers in our struggle, political opportunists who have entered our liberation space to promote their individual agenda, greed, and anger, were crying for the traitor Paacha. They cried for the traitor Mahmundi. When we lost 11 forces in Momo, you never heard any of them. They were trying to indict everyone. They were trying to be political, they were trying to be military strategists. Oh, how can you be engaged in conventional warfare? How can you be concentrating forces? You've never heard them mourn when our forces are killed. They will mourn for traitors, those who go around conniving with the enemy, gather intelligence, provide to the enemy for forces to be killed. We will not be reckless because of their adventurism. If we want to build a post-independent, stable Amazonia, we will institutionalize processes. We establish a court that will try these collaborators and cheap enablers who prey on the blood of our people. And we will put them to shame. We will expose name and shame them. And some of them will expel them from the territory. Some of them will be sentenced to death. And there is nothing these scavengers abroad can do. Let Amazonians know that the IG has produced a range of opportunists in our struggle. Some of them have openly joined the enemy and advocating for the enemy. Some of them have remained inside to become spoilers. Some of them have attempted to discredit the Amazonian resistance. Some of them have been knowingly and unknowingly enabling the activities of the enemy. We will weed them out, and there is nothing they will ever do. We have provided a vision for our country. We have stated clearly from the beginning that self-defense is our way forward. We do not only say that, we establish an army that is now the pride of Amazonia, as was reflected on the 1st of October. We have created community schools and made sure we empowered communities to take ownership of the education of their children. We've banned the enemy's number plate, instituted liberation tax to make sure that our forces are well armed to show the enemy that we are in charge of our land. We have now created a customary system of dispensation of justice that would reduce arbitrariness and impunity from communities into our forces. We will continue to do these things. They are not mourning for Paacha. They are just being ashamed because they've provided nothing but chaos and to promote their own personal agenda. We know them. They've forgotten history. They've forgotten history that people like them in the next 10 years will be pariah in our societies, will be references for disgrace. And I ask our people to be strong and to reject these scavengers who have been roaming around trying to find spaces within different defense groups to give themselves relevance and they cannot organize themselves. In the past 2 months, we've been able to mobilize 100,000 US dollars to equip our forces. They do nothing other than use social media to attempt to discredit leaders, to discredit institutions, and to have temporal glory, not for the Amazonian people or for our